When we originally bought this house, the kitchen was meant to break into another room off to the right. So there was 2 French doors, and there was an island poking out from where you see the refrigerator right now into the middle of the space. So what we wanted to do was create a space that we could entertain in and cook at the same time. And that allowed us to close in the other French door, put a window and the sink under that French door, create this beautiful big island, and get a lot more cupboard space. So Biko was tremendous in taking what was here already that we loved, including the small decorative tiles, and finding a tile that went with that so we could reclaim those, as well as helping us design the island to get the optimal use of our appliances. We love the farm sink, and we love how all the cabinetry goes together. One of the things we particularly love is the leather-topped granite, which doesn't show stains, number one, but also doesn't show residue when you wipe down the granite. Makes it really easy to keep it clean and keep everything looking neat and tidy. The other things that Biko did spectacularly well is that the ceiling above the island was actually beadboard, and Biko managed to create a ceiling that matches the ceiling on the other side of the room using exactly the same colors, the same type of boards, and do that around the beams. In addition, if you look at the bookcase, that bookcase wasn't there, that was cupboards, and Biko took the old cupboards that were there and created 3 spaces instead of 4 on the bottom, so we could have a wood box for the fireplace, as well as shelves up above, and they all look like they were always there. And probably the biggest challenge, which they did a really beautiful job on, is there was a wall to the right of the fireplace that just had a small door, and the hallway was on the other side. They literally took that wall out. They put in a massive beam to support the house, and they took the surfacing from the wall that was there and created what looks like a facade that was always part of the kitchen. And this allowed us to create the sitting area. It allowed us to create this beautiful cabinet that they built in for us here, which has the antique glass in it, which isn't actually antique, it just has the look. And Biko has the supplies for all of these things and just this fantastic ability. And finally, we have this beautiful farm floor. It's tile. When my husband and I had a marital dispute about what way it should go, but what Biko suggested, which was entirely the right answer, was that it is aligned with the front of the fireplace hearth, which is set into the floor. And they created the floor based on the angle the hearth was on. And this just gave us this beautiful floor that's interesting to look at, that wears well for our 3 sons and our dogs. And it just creates this really homey, warm feel. And we love the work that Biko did, and they were very good at working with our ideas, coming up with ideas for themselves that they suggested, and making anything that we were looking to have happen work, and doing it economically and in good time.